The story of a hackathon project does not have to end at submission. That's why we're going behind the build with.
I'm Noli, and I and my co-founders been building AI agent to solve the real issue in the world.
To find out what they built, how they built it, and what did they learn while building it. Let's get started.
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna talk about. So the project is PaulMF. So
Yeah.
I guess I'll start just like how did you come up with the idea of using crypto Twitter to basically like build an investor type of agent?
Yeah, absolutely. So Paul, basically, Paul is we came up idea from the Paul Graham, which is the founder of Y
Makes
Combinator,
sense.
one of the most influential person in startup ecosystem, I do believe. And then the idea is a lot of like meme coins and tokens on the crypto space uh is getting influenced on Twitter,
Mhm.
and the people call it the crypto Twitter because it's so influensive.
Yeah.
And idea is very simple. So what if we can snipe this the tokens and the project that's getting mind share really quickly? Yeah, so we are focusing on basically watching this mind share list, which we are fetching from uh, cookies.fun and Kaito, which is like they have their own the list of index of the mind
Mm-hmm.
share, and we can easily can fetch the list of like top gainers, then invest automatically using a lot of like services of sponsors out the hackathon.
Yeah. Okay. And why did you think this needed to be made? I mean, there's so many
Oh
like
yeah.
tracking all this with the mind share, and then like, why did you think an automatic investor, would be good?
So to be honest with you, what we are building is more focusing on the grows the mind share, like product to grows the mind share. So not really including this trading and execution
Mm-hmm.
part, but since it's a blockchain hackathon, so we need to integrate somehow blockchain. So and easiest way is why not just purchase token?
Yeah.
So and we put the concept of the program, but automated by AI agent. So AI agent program is the idea for everyone. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And I think, I guess talking about, how you actually built this and the things that are on chain,
Yeah.
I guess maybe start with first, you're getting all of the mindshare data from Kaito and cookies. Like, how did that work? And then how does the agent
Yeah.
make the decision on what to invest in?
Yeah. So can I share my
Whatever you show, I can show it on the thing. So it's, I think I know what you're going to
oh
show me.
yeah.
So I seen like the tweet of the architecture. So that's cool. I'll show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I will
exactly what I'm
show.
trying
I'll
to share.
show it while you speak, so it's fine. Yeah,
Got
yeah.
you,
So you
got
can
you.
just describe it.
So okay. So I don't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Okay, so what what I use is one Gaia. So database. So I use the Gaia node as a knowledge database, knowledge hosting service. Second, Lit protocol. So Lit protocol is used to manage the wallet, which is used by Paul Graham. But you know, like if Paul doesn't do some move which doesn't make sense to do, but then I'd say so Lit protocol is basically how can I say, so Lit protocol is basically the wallet,
Yeah.
but which with the controlling feature. For instance, if any other investor put the money to this AI agent wallet, and they can supervise and they can watch out, or they can give them a rule that don't spend specific amount of money, or don't purchase these type of
Mm.
coin as a very strong rule.
Okay.
So that's sort of like additional control layer of the wallet management solution.
And that's what through Lit
So
protocol you can do all these rules and things like that.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. And they manage this rule on the blockchain level, so it's more safe. And me as a developer, cannot steal money
Yeah,
easily,
yeah.
because if I am a developer and maybe I can sneak some money to my wallet and people don't know about what I'm doing, but if it's managed by lead protocol, not easy to
Yeah.
do. So it's sort of like auditing layer of the wallet solution. So I use it
Okay.
for managed wallet. And these two things is Cloudland account kit for the Twitter clients. But the disclaimer, I couldn't finish it to
Uh,
implementation.
okay.
Oh,
I mean, that's
yeah.
fine. I mean, this is a hackathon project, and that always happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we pretty much discussed, but didn't have the time to implement it. So that's and the major one is actually Coinbase Agent Kit,
Yeah.
which is which is like handling the conversation from investor basically. So they in the command line, I can give some command and accept that command and then do the execution. So this whole pipeline is managed by Coinbase Agent Kit.
Okay. So
Yeah.
lit protocol is kind of doing the wallet management part, and then the
Mhm.
Coinbase agent kit is kind of doing the on-chain operations or other things that it needs to do when it wants to purchase a token and things like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like understanding the command, like English based command,
Yeah.
and do it into the actual blockchain transaction. So this process will be handled by Agent Kit.
Okay. Cool. I'm very curious because I don't remember all of the bounties, but it sounds like there's probably three sponsors
Yeah.
you worked with here, and I always go out and say, oh yeah, I'll try to do 3 4 sponsors. Obviously with the hackathon, and
Yeah.
sometimes things just don't work together really well. So I'm just I'm
Yeah.
just curious how
uh,
did working with Gaia and Lit and Coinbase, the like agent kit, was there any issues with getting all those things to work together?
there's a lot of issue.
Tell us
um,
more.
so well, so how can I describe? So first of all, Gaia protocol, um, like they introduced their own architecture and setting up. So like it's sort of like um chat gtp but on node, so on blockchain node.
Okay.
So they have their own console page and I try to spin up my own node, but there's a lot of process to get to get to just simply starting the node. So it's so long time, and like I thought I can integrate like 1 hour or 2 hour, but it's end up taking I think like 3 4 hours.
It always does.
And yeah, so it was like, yeah, I mean, it's always tough
Yeah.
to figure out like. And also uh so this Gaia having a partnership with Collaboland. So I have to implement both of them at the same time to be qualified to get the
Okay.
prize. Yeah, and they to be honest, both of them doesn't have any like relationship technically, just increasing the complexity of implementation. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I need to implement both of them. But yeah,
So
yeah,
technically
so
they're
that
not
was
really
stuff.
integrated, but for the prize purposes, you had to integrate them just because. Okay. Very right.
Yeah. So basically that's how I prepare, how usually the developer prepare to get qualified for bounties. Like it's sort of like this is my philosophy, but if I create something for my own business or my own
Yeah.
service, and I would try to make it simplified as much as
Sounds like a
possible.
good idea.
Yeah, because it's much easier to maintain. But in case of hackathon, the situation is different because hackathon is more like encourage collaboration, encourage introducing the new features, new protocol, new blockchain,
Right.
right? So I have to come up somehow how I can maximize the probability to combine a lot of
Yeah,
things and
that's the
what's
hackathon
happened.
trap, I think sometimes too.
Yeah, hackathon. Yeah, absolutely. That's hackathon trap. It's not like actual product building in production
Yeah.
level. So yeah, that's so my approach is make the first requirement really really simple. So like pick up the mindshare gaining project and purchase token. That's
Boom.
it.
Yeah.
and and add more like, okay, so replacing this embedding database to Gaia and having the same features, same functions, but I can be qualified to get bounty, their bounty.
Okay.
And so switch the same function to other provider, other bounties. So this is how I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like unique with building agents or just anything with AI. What I found at least, which I kind of like, is that
Hmm.
like you can get to your point, start with a minimum. Okay, get this thing working, and then since
Yeah.
agents are all trying to use different tools and different
Yeah.
knowledge bases, that you can just continue to add as you go on the hackathon, and then if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
remove it. Okay, next.
You
Yeah,
move
yeah,
it, yeah,
yeah.
move it out. Next, next,
Which
next.
is like, I mean, I guess with the other, hackathon projects, sometimes you're like, you have to use this, right? Like, oh, it won't work
Mm,
otherwise. But like with
yeah. Yeah.
AI or just in agents as well, like you can be a little bit flexible, which I think is really cool. I think they lean really close to hackathon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm very curious, like how other uh like a developer or builders who joining hackathon have sort of like, principle to approach
yeah,
this
yeah,
complexity. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
curious.
Watch the show. We're trying to get everyone this knowledge here, but
Yeah.
cool. And obviously, was this like your first time building with these products and agents, or what's kind of your experience with working with it?
Okay, so what we are using for the daily basic development is the Eliza OS, which is like another AI agent framework, which is fully open source, then one of the best like popular
Mhm.
project. So I didn't use the things I'm familiar with for this
Yeah,
hackathon. So sort of like um a lot of learning process to get into start coding. But since from my point of view, like everything is sort of like a wrapper of OpenAI, as a
of
design
course.
or
Yeah.
like a design of API. So so for me, it's I can catch up very quick. And okay, so they say they use different term, different things, but generally they do the same things. Okay, so that's how I understand.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm getting from the show as well. Is that, I mean, a lot of people are, they first they realize, like, if they didn't know it was just a wrapper over OpenAI or different other frameworks, once they start building with it, they realize that, and then they just go, okay, I don't really need this wrapper
Yeah.
anymore. Let me just go ahead and use the actual
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
Cool. And did you have to do that with this project at all? Did you, like, for instance, with maybe the on-chain kit or anything like that? Did you have to just make API calls or whatnot, or did you ever have to remove a tool that you wanted to use but it just wasn't good enough?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't remove at this point. Because I think it's yeah, like I just keep adding on, and since I didn't really use the whole a lot of function, like I just it's kind of sneaky way, but
Yeah, we like
like
sneaky.
pick up the protocol. Yeah, I mean practically like pick up one protocol and use only the specific functions and these functions. So I not really use everything from the first
Yeah,
point. So I didn't really have an issue that have to switch to other protocol or remove something. So that was good. That was good.
nice. And I guess what was the bigger learning, like, before you when you started working on this project, before you started working, and now after, was there anything like, wow, okay, I've really learned or gained some experience from building Pong?
Absolutely, absolutely. For instance, the biggest learning experience for me is I think um uh there's a lot, but
Top three.
simply say top three. Okay. One, um, how to run the AI model on the blockchain node is actually really interesting because when I try to learn how Gaia works, um, so its idea is each node has a small virtual
Mm.
machine and download this model to the node and then run it. So that whole simulation is happened on my laptop, but I never experienced
Yeah.
before because I'm very used to just using
API,
API,
right?
and I didn't know that what's actually happening on the machine level. But I it face solving the basic issues when I downloading and running it the node. I that allows me to learn. Oh, this is actually how it works. So that was good experience, to be
Nice.
honest. Mm. Second things is how what's potential um the idea has intersection of AI and Web3. Because like this is one of the questions I've been in my mind, but I didn't really explore, or it's kind of impossible to explore whole options as a startup because we have to pick up something and do a lot of things around this
Right.
idea. So when I see and actually tried out other protocol, other product, then I got a better idea of what they think the future of AI look like. Like what is actual like implementation of AI into the blockchain space.
Okay. Like their features and stuff
Mm.
that they have. That's what they think people will be building, basically. Mm.
Yes, and this, for instance, like something is kind of like for me that doesn't make sense. Like why they introduced AI for this architecture, but the other one is really makes sense. Oh yeah, for instance, on chain, sorry, AI agent kit from Coinbase is actually really useful and interface it's so
Yeah.
simple. So I really like feels good to try to try it out. So this, like, I think it's really important to see some familiarity of this interface for developers when they building something like something
Yeah.
blockchain or
That makes
protocol.
sense.
Yeah.
Cool. And I mean, we the meme is that like hackathon projects they live and die during the hackathon. But I don't know. Are you still building on PaulMF? And if so, what are the kind of the next features or the next things you're going to add? And if not, what would you add? I guess if you had the time.
Okay. Okay. So, to be honest, we didn't really touch PoMF after we submit, cause as I mentioned, like this simple narrative, like increasing the mind share on the crypto Twitter is our product notion, our product the goal we need to achieve, and on chain execution part is kind of add on right
Yeah.
now. So PoMF has this whole process, and we are really focusing on the social engagement part at this point as a product.
Okay.
So PoMF not really touched upon at this moment, but this is really this kind of like exploration is useful to think about any new opportunity. For instance, like I'm talking with the growth lead of like Dex product, or like I okay, so I just mentioned the name. I don't know if you cut or not cut,
That's fine.
but we were we were talking with the growth lead of GMGN. GMGN is kind of the most popular, how can I say, Dex trading application right now, and we're gonna talk about what kind of collaboration we can do,
Ooh,
and to introduce this idea since we built PoMF. So I know exactly what I need to do, and it's really helpful to come up the idea and start talking.
very nice. And
Mm.
I guess do you see this kind of as the future of people making crypto type of investments through agents themselves, rather than them sort of gathering information or getting the mind share themselves. Like, how do you see this if evolving this kind of space of crypto AI agent investors?
Yeah, that's actually good question. So, you know, um, um, if I really futuristic in the future, I think it's 2 years or in more than 2 years, then AI agent can handle 100% trading. Absolutely. But since um trading is kind of like really critical, has potential to do critical
Yeah.
mistake a lot. And I've been experienced to build sort of like trading engine before, so I know how people put the effort to avoid these specific critical edge cases, and it takes a lot of time.
Okay.
So, like, is as a hackathon or like experimentation level, people can do a lot of like this fully automated trading engine, this type of like product. But if they try to bring it into production level, then I think I need more time, because AI agent do some hallucination, and removing the hallucination, increasing the quality is half of another development process, to be honest.
Nice. Yeah, yeah,
So
that's definitely a different story for sure.
yeah,
What are
yeah.
your kind of ideas around that in terms of like, I mean, obviously nothing's going to be guaranteed to, it's an investment, so nothing is guaranteed to make money, but like, did you think about some of that when you're building the hackathon? Like, how do you work around some of the mistakes of the AI agent? Mm.
Okay, so um what we approach, what I would love to introduce, is basically automation testing process. For instance, like what was it called, oh, Langsmith.
Okay.
Or there's another framework to do all these edge cases and the testing of the prompt and the
Yeah.
reply, and then check like it weird prompt is coming in, what's gonna be a reply look like, and then test it before onto the production.
Nice.
And these tools is getting well matured, and it's gonna be more matured, I think, the next couple maybe months and years. So I think I'm very bullish. Mm.
Nice. And I guess just to end it, any advice for people maybe like just getting started with building AI agents? Like, what are some tips to do and things to avoid? I guess.
What the tips? Don't share your private
Oh,
key.
perfect.
Don't please don't put your private key. Create the test account and try it
Yeah.
out. But like, yeah, as long as the good things in crypto is, yeah, you can test easily anything the test net, and like crypto is the best starting point if the some people are trying to like change the finance using AI, to be honest.
Nice. And do you see that?
Yeah.
Like you said, crypto's a great start, but so do you see this kind of going also into the world of, regular fiat currency as well, or do you think it's gonna kind of stay with crypto?
Oh yeah, good question. mm, Regulation is another biggest things. To be honest, like as a crypto founder, like I wouldn't say crypto founder, but like I've been in the crypto space as a like developers slash CTO. So regulation is tough. Like my approach is avoid as much as possible, because that's another complexity to grow your business. So um and regulation is something that uncontrollable for the single
Yeah.
founder. Yeah.
Yeah, regular. I mean that makes complete sense. Well, Nordy, this was a great chat. Wish you the best of luck on building out these AI agents and all the amazing opportunities that you're kind of developing with this space. So thanks for your the chat.
Thank you so much.